sense.
Hey Siri, what's the name of H.P. Lovecraft's cat?
Get on to our main story of the evening. We're not going to live gender wars, but I'm going to do a bumper within a bumper here. All right, so you guys remember last week we watched several clips from the Amanda Bynes and Paul Szymanski podcast, right? It was terrible. It was maybe the worst podcast I've ever heard. Well, turns out, just like with the podcast, Amanda Bynes isn't the most fucked up person on that show. The one who kept stealing the spotlight and talking over everyone, butting in, answering questions that were meant for the guest. Well, it turns out he's the most interesting person on the show, and not just because he's full of shit. You guys remember anything about him?
Gay Jesus?
Yes.
You guys remember Gay Jesus? He said he was a scientist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Biochem.
No, he's not. And dude, I was looking everywhere for videos of this shit. I was looking for the original video that this video centers on, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I think the woman that made this video that this is all centered on privated her TikTok account. So let's take a look here. And of course, I found the absolute gayest person to cover this.
Listen, we need to get this out there. The guy that Amanda has made this podcast with is not a scientist. He's a sociopath. One day we moved in together. I went out of town and he sacrificed my dog's life, unalived him to a blood moon, and left the moment that I got into the security footage because he knew there was videos of him doing it on there.
Hi, what the actual fuck?
Dude! Blood moon!
Yeah, it is pretty fucking creepy.
So he's full of shit about his degrees and about what industry he works in. Apparently, he's disabled and lives with his dad, who is a successful lawyer.
Oh, and what's his real last name?
Oh, I think Szymanski is his real name.
Szymanski?
Yeah.
Polish?
Szymanski.
Is it like a Polish name or is
Emphasis on the semen. I mean, I could say what he is, but I don't think YouTube would like it.
Bynes and Paul Szymanski, the podcast.
Rhymes with shmee shmoo.
Dude, this is just like, remember when we went
Amanda
through the
Bynes
Andy
just
Dick
signed
stuff?
up to.
And that one guy was taking advantage of Andy Dick. This is exactly the same thing.
Yeah, this time it's a gay Jesus that likes killing dogs. Dude, that is like the most fucked up part, but he did something right after that made it worse. So, supposedly she went on some sort of trip, right? While she was gone, he sacrificed her dog to the blood moon.
What the
And then
fuck?
stole money from her.
Killed a dog.
And bought her a new
back up.
dog.
He killed a dog?
He sacrificed her dog to the blood moon in a satanic ritual.
All right. We don't even put these motherfuckers in prison. They need to be shot.
No, you're going under the jail.
Yeah.
You're not even going to jail.
But then he stole money from her to buy her a new dog.
No new dog for her. She doesn't deserve a dog if her first one was murdered and sacrificed. No new dog. She doesn't get to own a dog.
No, that's not her fault.
Yes, it
She
is.
didn't think
Yes,
her
it is.
She didn't think her roommate would fucking kill her dog in a
Your
fucking
roommate is
satanic
nicknamed
ritual.
Gay Jesus. All right, you need to have some.
Well, I mean, that's
fucking
our
perspective.
nickname for him. I don't know if that's what people call him around. Although
I'm
it
pretty
wouldn't be
sure
In
it's
front of him. It's not what they call him in front of him. Definitely, he's
Yeah, in
back.
front of him they call him Faggot Jesus. They want it to sting more when he's around.
to do a podcast with the man who has been lying about his career, claiming he's a scientist. He also practices Satanism. And now I don't judge any.
What the fuck?
I picked this. I had a different version of this. It was like 4 minutes long with a normal kind of guy. But I was like, no, this one's too good.
I like Sloan.
Nah, fuck this.
He's the gayest man I've ever seen.
For real.
Other than gay Jesus.
His eyebrows are microbladed. What the fuck is that?
And he's wearing mascara.
Ugh.
Or eyeliner, whatever. Is that something? Is those different? Or is this the same thing?
Mascara-
Mascara's eyelid.
No, so eyeshadow's eyelid, mascara's eyelashes.
What is eyeliner?
The water, like the
Is eyeliner
inside of your eye.
The line around your eye. So yeah.
So he's got 3
religious
different
beliefs.
on.
I love his neon "Let's get into it" sign.
That's the name of his show.
God damn it.
God, he's such a basic bitch. He's such a basic fucking bitch. All right, guys, we're gonna do "Let's get into it."
So
It means his butthole.
let's get
The
into it.
The "it" is his butthole.
But this guy, Paul, went as far as to sacrifice his roommate's dog, all because it was a blood moon. Amanda's friend is a danger to society and a danger to her well-being. So let's get into it.
I fucking hate you.
Honestly, this is not the Amanda Bynes update that I was expecting. I mean, I don't really know what I was anticipating, but not a podcast with a man who killed his former friend.
All right, this reminds me of like a child actor that didn't get molested and is still trying to get molested by directors. Yeah, I know, dude.
Blue steel.
Fucking glamour shot right there.
This one's called
And
the
you're not
Tigra.
helping with the snow falling in front of it.
That makes it look more like an anime.
Friend and roommate's dog. This story is so bizarre. I had to like process it for a little bit because I cannot understand why someone, I mean, there is no reason why someone would go and kill an innocent animal.
There's no reason why a guy would get his eyebrows microbladed and put eyeliner on.
Yeah, and hey, I mean, there are reasons for people to kill. I don't know if you can call animals innocent. They are just as
It depends on what they did or not. Have they done anything wrong?
exactly.
No.
Like,
Innocent.
the hunter shooting the deer. How does he know that that deer didn't cause a car wreck and a whole family was killed by running?
You never feel bad about killing a deer because you know that deer raped another deer like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, and then like lions fucking.
And you're just stopping rape. That's all you're doing.
Dude, I was watching that Dankula story about the one pride of lions that would hunt down other lions, and then eventually a better pride of lions came and fucking started paralyzing all of them and ripping them apart because that's how male lions die. They don't die of old age. They always die of another lion.
They die in battle.
Yeah.
Yep. Did you ever watch the Count Dankula one where he's talking about the chimp war?
Oh yeah, I've seen that one too, dude.
Yeah. I was really surprised at the end when I realized he wasn't talking about just normal Africans. I thought he
You cocksucker.
I was like, oh, you meant never mind. You know what? That's my bad. I misunderstood. That's on me. Hey CK, how's it going?
Black
All right,
people are not have the muscle tensile strength to rip flesh from bodies like chimpanzees do.
That's just because they don't get enough protein.
Well, no.
All right, okay. I got one that has the video much more clean in it and doesn't have. I just really wanted us to make fun of this gay guy for a while.
Unalived him. He sacrificed my dog's life. Unalived.
Go all the way back.
On a live
There we
stream.
We moved in together. I went out of town, and he sacrificed my dog's life. Unalived him.
If you didn't see the news, well, Amanda Bynes, she's making a very public
I
comeback.
don't care about this.
Alright,
Look at
I
the
went out
video.
of town.
I literally couldn't
Why does
find.
Amanda Bynes look like Violent J now? From Insane Clown Posse.
Dude,
What the fuck is that?
she went nuts. She went absolutely fucking nuts, and she's on so many drugs right now. Not only is it making her fat in the head, but it's making her get like stupid fucking face
Dude,
tattoos. and
go
shit.
back to her face and then please put up a picture of Violent J from Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, I'm just gonna find one.
It's the same person. You don't even have to do
With or without makeup.
with makeup. And you don't even have to use that one. You can go to the one on the podcast when she was on the podcast. That's what I'm talking about. Because that one, she doesn't even look like she has that much makeup on. Now go back to the one of her on the podcast with the two buns in her hair. Right there, yep. Now put Violent J right next to her instead of Gay Jesus.
I mean, Violent J would have been much better.
Dude, it's same person.
Co-host.
Same fucking person. Look at it, it's the same fucking person. This is ridiculous.
And what inspired you to be in that industry?
Okay, so I'm a tattoo artist.
Maybe they're the one who gave Amanda that face tattoo. Anyway, the real controversy is about Amanda's co-host.
This guy's
Paul.
like equally as annoying, but he's not like gay annoying. He's just like normal annoying. I don't know if that's better.
Dude, this guy
Yeah.
looks
Still
like
annoying.
he's about.
Hey, man.
This guy's about to go have gay sex with Nancy Pelosi's husband and bring a hammer.
Dude, he's got one of those piercings that go like in the middle of your lip.
So we were
What?
talking about this
All who
on my
wants
channel,
everyone
and
to-
I said it looked like roots.
Look like roots.
And I was just calling him a dog sacrificer the whole time. And he's like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking
No,
about?"
hey, no, I'm telling you, he looks like the same type of person that that gay guy that was having sex with Nancy Pelosi husband got arrested for breaking and entering.
Just without a long hair.
Hammer
But
boy?
yeah.
Yeah,
And the guy's dad
She really.
is a gay porn actor. The hammer guy.
No, he's a
Dad.
lawyer.
No, the hammer guy from the Pelosi thing.
Oh, I think
Anyway.
they said the camera guy.
He's not a gay
Camera guy.
lawyer. He's a legal immigrant from Canada. What the fuck are you talking about?
Now you mixed up the whole thing. The gay guy,
Yeah.
which had a hammer, his dad is a gay porn actor, hippie who lives in
So
LA.
the gay lawyer with a hammer became a porn actor
Yes, in Brazil.
in Brazil.
Because
Town.
Brazil,
In Brasilia.
because Brazil
Brasilia.
invented
My dog's
gay
life,
porn
I left
actors
it.
with hammers.
Oh no, that's America,
Brazil
buddy.
invented
That's
gay porn.
America.
No,
100.
no.
Yeah, that's
We've
what we're
already figured
going
out
at.
Brazil
Yep,
invented gay
Brazil
porn.
invented gay porn.
Sure.
Braziliano American Peculiar.
Homo Brasilia. That's what it's called.
To a blood moon or something.
That's just the tip of the iceberg
Oh, that
about this
fucking
fella.
guy.
So to find out more about what he's done, well, you're going to want to stay tuned to this episode of Famous News.
Famous
No, we're
news.
not. We're gonna-
The generic shit.
Yeah. I love that like it's called Famous News and they're talking about some dude named Paul Szymanski that no one's ever heard of.
Right?
Guy that Amanda has made this podcast with is not a scientist. He's claiming to her that he's a scientist. He is my old roommate. He is a sociopath. He had lied to me, said he was a scientist,
But wait, there's more.
and he sacrificed.
I kind of hate this guy. You know what? I actually kind of hate this guy more than I hate that Sloan guy.
All right, first of all,
Sure, he was gay, but you know, at least he was consistent. But wait, there's more. Are you trying to sell me a fucking what was those goddamn rags they were selling in infomercials back in the 2000s? Sham Wow?
all right.
Is that what you're
All
trying
right,
to do?
first of all, I haven't had a roommate in since I was 20 years old, but if somebody told me they were a doctor after living or a scientist, after living with
Mhm.
them for a while, I would be able to tell if they were actually telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like you would see paperwork that they would bring home.
A fucking ID badge.
I mean, yeah, you know.
No, he was a doctorate candidate is what he was actually telling people. That's what he had like on his Instagram and shit.
But she apparently knew, like, apparently he's been saying that after he lived with her, like when he got into the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Podcast,
guys are
whatever.
right. I think he did meet him at a mental facility or something, because I wouldn't be so.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they met in a like probably a group therapy session.
Mhm.
Everybody's liars there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. And they're like,
he probably still don't believe that she's actually Amanda Bynes. It's like, no way.
Like, isn't that one of the rules that they tell you that you shouldn't get into a relationship with somebody you meet?
That's AA.
Same difference.
I mean, yes and no.
Yes, it's the same.
From our
fucking
perspective, sure, but not from theirs.
You go to AA to hook up. You don't get in a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Ass Anonymous.
Sacrificed my dog's life, unalived him to a blood moon or something, and then deleted all the footage, and then lied about it for months and months and months, and then left.
And then there was another dog, and he didn't even buy this with his own money.
You lived with her. You still lived with him for months after he murdered your dog. It's kind of feeling like it's also on you.
I'm going John Wick on a motherfucker who touches my dogs.
Yeah, for real,
Right?
dude. If Walter just disappeared, somebody's probably getting shot.
Mm-hmm.
Money.
This is a dog that he bought. He stole my money. I didn't know that at the time, but yeah, he bought this dog and literally.
So the dude is an alleged Hollywood.
All right. See, here's the difference. Here's the difference. Is women are like, he bought that dog. That's not.
Yeah,
that's not
money.
how. That's not how men think about dogs at all. Walter's my boy, aren't you, buddy? Come here, Walter. You my boy.
Well, I don't think he's even human.
You know, it's like, dude, a dog to a man, I'm sorry, but is his best friend.
Now,
I'm trying to think of, like, I'm trying to come up with reasons why, like, why would someone fake that video?
that's a pretty weird thing to fake.
No one's talking about this podcast other than making fun of it.
Are you talking about why somebody would fake something in the year 2023, which is about to be?
Oh, I understand that usually when people fake stuff, they have something to gain out of it. My question is, what would she have to gain out of faking this?
I mean, I don't know. I faked beating Walter to get on Daywave that one time.
Well, you gained getting on Daywave. What the fuck did she gain? I mean, I know women don't always think in logical patterns like that, but like they still think with the, you know,
it's evident.
The purpose of
it's evident
cheating
it's
something.
evidence to get money from somebody. Lucas, am I right? It's evidence to get. It's video evidence to try to work a case to get money from somebody.
Nash in the chat says TikTok influence perhaps. Well, see, now that is the weird part. She privated her TikTok account.
It doesn't matter. They still think it will work.
I don't know. It's a very weird thing. Like, everything she's done seems like she's telling the truth. But why wouldn't you go to the cops?
Because she's a liar. That's why.
Or maybe she didn't have enough evidence.
Dude, like,
she said he deleted the footage.
Like, immediately. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't have to. I'm a business guy, so I don't call the cops on people. But like immediately, if somebody wronged me like that, I would immediately call the cops. The whole thing of waiting afterwards to call the cops is to fabricate some story because they need time to think and make something up.
Maybe, or she said that he deleted the security footage. So her dog's just missing and she might not have any proof that he actually did what.
Why wouldn't she, if she knew that the dude killed his dog or her dog, whatever, Why wouldn't, and she knew that there was footage of it. Why don't you immediately go download that to whatever fucking
Well, he
cloud?
deleted it before she got home. She was like on a
I
trip.
thought she said she
This
got the
is
footage.
retarded people, Eric. This is a college, not even college dropout, retard, rich kids from LA. What are you talking
Like,
about? Using
all-
your thought process.
All text messages, all videos sent, all videos that you can watch, you can easily record or screenshot all of those. So that's why I don't understand. It's like, if you have evidence, fucking show it.
All right, I'm reading this article about this. It says that the dog, the little white terrier that she showed, he didn't buy that for her. He stole her money and bought that dog for him and then abandoned the dog when he left.
Oh, when she left.
No, when he left. He abandoned the dog, so she adopted it.
Oh, okay. And then he came back and did what?
No. So, okay. He murdered the dog, delete the footage, steals the money from her. She comes back. He buys another dog for himself, probably took care of it for like a week or two, and then just probably abandoned the dog like in the living room and didn't take care of it. So she adopted the dog.
And what's the argument? Why are you guys arguing? It's that she's that lying about everything, or she was part of it.
Well, I'm trying to
zoned
figure out,
out
like,
for a couple minutes.
I'm trying to give, you know, every angle, like what would be, if she was lying, what would be her motive?
All right.
Maybe because that was her roommate. Maybe they didn't get along, and maybe they did each other dirty, like they did shit to each other.
Maybe.
And then
See, that could be a motive.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what I don't understand is, all right. So he bought the dog for her, right? Or whatever.
No, he bought the dog for himself.
Okay.
And then abandoned it, and she took it in.
And then he killed it afterwards?
No, 2 different dogs.
So what happened? Okay, go back to where the first dog died.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go explain it to me again, please.
So she goes on a trip, and he's supposed to be watching her dog. Sacrifices the dog to the blood moon.
All right.
Erases the security
dog.
footage.
She owns a dog.
Yeah.
When
she
never
left on a trip, she
purchased
owned a
it
dog.
or anything.
No,
Okay.
that was just her dog.
He was the roommate.
He was the roommate, and he was supposed to watch the dog while she was on a trip. She comes back, dog's missing. He probably makes up some bullshit. Oh, got out, whatever. And then a little while later, he comes back with another dog. That's like, oh, I got me a dog. And then just proceeds to not take care of it, so she has to take it in. And then she, like, probably what happened is this motherfucker got drunk.
Yeah, I was
ran his mouth off.
This sounds.
And someone told her.
Dude, all right. This sounds like the weirdest thing ever. All right. Obviously, something happened to her dog with her roommate. I mean, I'm sorry if you're that worried about your dog. You shouldn't have left it alone in the first place. Walter, you're awesome. Never been alone. All right. So I would never let Walter die because he's with me all the time. So she was unresponsible and put her.
People make people or ask people to sit for their dogs all the time.
Does
That's
Zoom
not
have
uncommon.
crickets? Where are the crickets?
Okay. So
No.
the scientists that probably like Fauci used to fucking have dogs eat botflies or have botflies eat dogs alive was just like, all right, yeah, I didn't know I had to feed it. I thought it had like a little water
Eric,
thing.
He's full of shit. He's not a scientist.
Yeah, so what?
He's on disability for being crazy.
Mentally ill, yeah.
He tells people that he works in the biochem industry, which he does not. He tells people that he's a candidate for a master's degree from, I think it was like UCLA or some bullshit. He's not. Like, people have called the school to ask, and they're like, no.
All right, so he's just some idiot that let some girl's dog die. and then he bought another one.
He's some idiot that murdered a dog.
Where's the evidence he murdered it?
I mean, we're going off of her word, obviously.
Like, are there photos of the dog all cut up and shit? Was there an autopsy
No, he
done?
deleted all the surveillance footage.
Okay, he's a good guy. He
deleted all
loves
the
dogs.
footage.
Start over. This girl is a evil roommate, homeowner that kicked the poor innocent guy out, and case closed.
Kyle, go fuck yourself.
She never went on a trip. She never went on a trip. They both sacrificed a dog for some bullshit to be famous or whatever. He skipped out on a bunch of rent.
And she's just pinning on him to get back
he's
at him for
now
something.
getting some kind of limelight. She's pissed that she hasn't been famous or whatever. So he's
Yeah,
See, that's
he did the
also
thing they
a
always say:
valid
sacrifice
motivation.
a dog, and you're gonna get into the fucking
business.
Yeah,
the
sacrifice a dog,
business.
you'll get famous just for
Yeah.
the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
You'll get famous for being a dog killer.
Oh,
He
imagine
presents as gay Jesus. Is the what else?
imagine he just
now
he just identified as crazy to get in there to be friends with Amanda in order to do a podcast again.
He probably killed a bunch of dogs too. Cats.
I'm now kind of excited for the next episode of that podcast because I hope he will address some of those rumors on his podcast. I want to hear him try to defend. No, I didn't sacrifice a dog to a blood moon. Why would I?
The dog voluntarily gave himself to the goddess.
Yeah, the dog fell on his own sword. Yeah, dude, I want to hear his response to this shit. Like, I had no interest in that shit beyond like, hey, look at this awful fucking podcast. God, you thought we were bad. Look at this shit. And now it turns out her co-host might be a dog killer. It's not the direction I expected this podcast thing to go.
And a fraud.
Usually it's just they're like cheating on their spouse or something or